grab.
Welcome back to CreamTV. We're playing Dreamfall chapters. We're on Book 4, Dreamfall Chapters Revelations. Chapter 9, Journeys. I couldn't dress up in shit like that, I'm sorry. I couldn't. I wouldn't.
Zoe?
You can't find her. She's not in the... Fucking idiot. The goats that get high off that shit and then fall asleep.
Zoe? Zoe? Zoe?
I like his voice actor. Whoever voices the crow. He's drinking a beer.
Shoo, bird.
Oh, shoo yourself, you big hairy lug.
What in Giles' name? I know you. You arrived with that Stark girl yesterday. You're her bird.
Her bird? I am my own bird, I'll have you know. Her bird. The nerve of some people. Besides, I lost her. She done gone vanished on me. I am, it seems, an expert at misplacing beautiful young women.
She's not misplaced. She's with the Resistance.
The Resistance? So she did find the rebels. And she didn't think to tell me. Well, some friend she turned out to be.
Well, to be fair to the girl, it wasn't entirely voluntary.
What do you mean? They kidnapped her. Crow to the rescue! So, where exactly did they kidnap her to?
I'm not supposed to... Well, I reckon the chances of you being an Azadi spy are rather remote. And that poor girl could probably use a friend.
Zero,
Do you know the old Sentinel
motherfucker.
library outside the city? It's in ruins now, but beneath it, in the enclave,
He looks like some
you'll find your
big
girl.
fat samurai guy.
Unless they took her head, in which case...
Hold on, Zoe! Hold on to your head! I'm on my way!
But the wood in between, it's too close.
Oh, Vic, the ever thirsty.
Aye, that's me. What can I help you with, da? A bit too early in the day for a drink, is it not?
We're taking you in for questioning in relation to a Zardi property that was stolen in your establishment the other evening.
Oh shit!
Well, I'm afraid I know nothing about that, da.
Good. Then this should be quick. Please come with us, Mr. Ever Thirsty.
And what about my tavern? My customers? It's the reaping. People expect the taps to be open and the beer to be flowing.
They're going to have to visit some other establishment today.
Oh fuck! I didn't return the fucking tools.
I trust you got some sleep last night.
I would have. If
Hello,
you
new
guys believed in
viewer.
bedsheets
How are
and
you?
pillows. You are fortunate
Welcome
to be
to the
alive, girl.
Cream stream.
Who are you? Why do you ask questions about the Resistance?
On the other hand, asking for the rebels is what got me into trouble in the first place. I'll keep it simple. Or maybe it's better to mention the rebels. Last time I visited, I helped the resistance. I thought maybe you'd want to return the favor.
You helped us. I'm sorry, but I do not know you.
Zoe Castillo? I'm on your side. I'm just trying to find the Purple Mountains.
I don't know where that is.
What about the Ular?
I'm sorry.
Abnaxus? Of the Venar?
I have heard of the Venar, but they left the Northlands. And Abnaxus? Maybe a whisper. Long ago? Nothing more. I cannot help you.
Damn. Is there anyone here who would know?
Perhaps. But you haven't answered my question, girl. Why should we help you? For all I know, you're an
'Cause I'm
agent
hot?
of the Azadi.
No, I'm...
Zoe! She's Zoe!
Balance.
Don't you dare touch her head. She's on an important mission.
I see. And who are you?
Crow, honorary rebel, long-term avian buddy, and occasional sidekick of April Ryan, rebel leader, adventurer, hero, savior of the balance. That's right. Here's Crow. This is him. I'm me. So, where's April? She can vouch for Zoe. They're best friends, tight as two chicks in a nest. I don't see April. Is she out on a mission or sleeping in or... Why are you both looking at me like that?
I thought you knew.
Knew what? What's going on? What?
April Ryan is dead, Bird.
What?
She was assassinated during an Azadi raid on Myria the winter before last. She died a hero's death and was given a hero's burial. We remember her fondly.
What?
I'm so sorry. Crow! Crow! Okay,
that
I'm an
should've been
idiot.
something he told her.
I've heard of this bird. Crow. So, you knew April Ryan?
We met a couple of times. I was there when she died. I found her. I tried to save her, but I couldn't. So, yeah, I guess I knew April.
You're the Stark girl. The one who dreams. They
Yes.
spoke of you. Bakim, Bryn, Chawan. They said you were one of us. Oh, this certainly changes things. But how did you...
He's gone. Of course he's gone. I should have seen that coming. It's not like he could just let Kian go without... Oh, he's such a... Oh. Hey! Your hair, it's so pretty.
Thanks.
Who's gone, Enu?
What? Oh, Liko.
Her
He
name's
vanished in the middle of the night,
Like
chasing Kian, of
anus?
course. Idiots, the both of them.
Put it in her anus.
Maybe this is for the best. If Liko can
Kitty
help
Meowser said Anu was hot.
Kian. Big Azadi guy. People call him the Apostle.
you know him.
Maybe
We
even the furries.
Met once, briefly.
That's one of my
He was kind
viewers.
to me.
YouTube.
But isn't he the enemy?
Was. He's with us now. Defected.
She is cute.
Yep. Well, except that he abandoned us again to go on a crazy suicide mission.
He left last night.
Of course. After everything that's happened, we just miss each other.
Oh, Enu, this is Zoe. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you, Enu.
You're so pretty. That came out wrong. Wanna be friends? Oh, sorry.
Zoe needs our help.
I think
She
you're
has questions.
bisexual, Anu.
Maybe you
Of
can...
course. No problem. Leave this to me, Shepard.
I'm sorry for questioning you, Zoe. And I'm sorry I could not be of any assistance. Please, stay. Speak with Enu and the others. Perhaps someone here has the answers you're looking for.
Thank you, Shepard.
Where are you from? Your clothes are amazing. Where did you get them?
They
Up your ass.
came with the jump. I'm from Stark. That's...
Across the divide, on the flip side of the balance, the world of science. Are you serious? That's incredible. I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start. I'm seriously worried my head might explode. I think I need to sit down.
Oh, don't explode. I'm not that special. I mean, you're orange, and the ears...
I'm just a boring old Zid. It's totally normal. Holy crap, Stark. I can't believe it. How did you get here? Are you a shifter?
A dreamer. I just dream myself here.
Just dream yourself here. That's it. No biggie. You are the best thing I have ever seen. Seriously.
She can
Really?
shape. The resistance
Okay.
will be fine because
Thank
she can
you.
shape everything. She's
So,
dreaming.
what do you need help with? Shepard said,
I'm trying to find the Purple Mountains, and a tribe of magical creatures called the Ular. Someone, a Vanar named Abnaxus, told me to...
whoa, slow down. Okay. Purple Mountains, Ular, Vanar, Abnaxus, right? Nope. None of that sounds remotely familiar. I have never heard any of those words before. Of course, there are a lot of things I don't know. I was a farm girl. A silly zidling. There's so much I don't know. But I do know where to look for answers.
Oh? Where?
The library. The library holds all the answers. Do you have libraries in Stark? Never mind, silly question. Of course you don't. I'll go to our library right now and start looking. Purple Mountains, Ular, Abnaxus of the Vanar. Come find me when you're ready. I can't wait to spend more time with you. Oh, sorry.
Find Crow and talk to him.
Shepard, leader of the rebels.
I wish I could have
wouldn't want
been
to get
more
on her
helpful
bad side.
and
Scares me a
inviting.
bit.
If I'd known,
I understand. You have to be cautious.
there's much I'd like to ask you, much I'd like to learn. But with Kian gone, my workload has increased twofold. Perhaps another time, when we're both not so preoccupied.
I'd like that.
I don't know what your mission is, but I have a feeling it's important, and that our destinies are entwined. We shall speak again, Zoe Castillo. When the winds have quieted, the clouds have parted, and the grass on the Great Plains stands straight and tall once more.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, we talk to Shepard.
A round table? Check. Chivalrous
Bottle
knights?
just fucking
Check.
magically appeared on the
Magic?
table?
Check. That's right, this would make for a great theme
It
restaurant.
disappeared. I gotta find the bird. There he is.
I'm so sorry, Crow. I thought you knew.
It's fine. It's not your fault. I just can't.
Fathom it.
I can't believe she's gone. But I sort of knew, you know. I felt it in my heart. And that final time we were together, it wasn't like it used to be. It was weird. Like too much time had passed and we drifted apart. I should have known it wouldn't last.
He's not alone in feeling that. How can you ever know something like... He's not alone. I know that feeling. It's something you just have to learn to live with.
I know. I will. Were you there when she...
I witnessed the whole thing. But should I tell Crow? Perhaps better to avoid the topic and get him thinking about other things. No,
Let's be vague about it.
They said it was quick. I'm sure she didn't suffer.
She was already suffering. April was lost after she saved the balance. We wandered the same paths for a while, had some adventures, saw some sights, but then things happened, and we lost each other. Anyway, did I help with, the rebel thing? Did they believe you? That you're not a spy?
You did. They do. It's fine now. They'll help us.
Good, good, good. They're not gonna cut your head off?
What? No?
Good, good. I wish I could have been more helpful. But it was 10 years ago, and I didn't really pay attention to what April said about that Abnaxus chap.
It's okay.
If you don't mind, I need to be alone for a little while. Clean my feathers, sharpen my beak, reflect on the nature of life. Bird stuff.
Totally understand.
I'll find you in the city.
Alright, we're going to the library.
They add colour to the place, if nothing else.
You are a woman.
What's he doing? He looks nervous. Should I interfere or wait until he's done? What's he doing? Maybe I shouldn't That's the guy who put a bag over my head. What's he doing?
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, are you supposed to be out on your own?
He looks guilty. This doesn't look... He looks guilty. This doesn't look right, but I probably shouldn't be snooping. Is this your room?
Well, we don't have our own rooms. Anyway, Keen's gone. I was just looking for, it's Zoe, is it not? I'm Jakai, Benrima Salman's nephew. She said some very nice things about you.
You'll have to give her my regards. How is Benrime? I noticed the Journeyman was closed down.
You're guilty as fuck.
Yeah, she's in Coldstone. They arrested her for colluding with the Resistance. She was sentenced to 10 years in the dungeons. I don't know if she'll survive that. Anyway, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that you're back in town.
I'm sorry about your aunt.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what I'll do without her. She's the only family I have. Look, I have to go into town on an errand now, but please let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Welcome to the Cream stream, everybody. You're guilty of something, and I'm gonna fucking rat you out. He's just standing in there. There she is. Anu.
Abnaxus, Purple Mountains, Ular, Ula. I've been trying to find a book or scroll or manuscript or map or torn note page or ancient magical tome or pamphlet or piece of cloth that mentions the Purple
Alex,
Mountains
how
or
are
the
you,
Ular,
buddy?
but no luck. It's really frustrating. This library has never let me down before.
Send me a
Bad
DM on
library.
here.
This is where I try to connect and make friends. You just joined the Resistance?
Oh, yes. No. Not really just. About half a year ago? Wait, more than that. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, fun.
Sometimes you need to make the best out of a bad situation.
Not a bandana.
Right. And it's my duty.
Sports.
We're doing good,
Sweat
important
town.
work here. Also, I didn't want to end up living the life my parents wanted for me.
I can identify with that.
This is so nice.
When
I wish
people
we were
on YouTube,
sisters.
You don't
Can
know
we be
what I'm
sisters?
talking about
You don't have to answer that.
on some of these responses.
Do you
I'm
have any
talking to
siblings?
Twitch chat. This is
I
the
did.
stream,
Sort of.
and it'll be
Long
uploaded
story.
in this version.
You?
Oh, lots. Boyfriend, do you have one of those?
We just broke up. In incredibly bad timing. It's been a difficult few months. I was asleep for a long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened to me before I fell asleep. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. Until my memories caught up with me. Oh, Jesus. It's a
Sup,
long
Sarah?
story.
How you doing, buddy?
Very
Welcome to the
complicated.
stream.
Maybe another time?
Yes, please?
She seemed Enu, right? I don't feel we were properly
Enu.
introduced.
I know.
I know you are. I mean,
Enu.
no, yes. You're right. Enu. I am Enu. I hope you're staying a while. It would be so great to have someone around who's not a surly warrior with mommy issues, or a stoic leader, or a battle-hardened soldier, or just batshit insane. I mean, there's Jakai. He's pretty normal, except for his aunt issues, but he's a bit too... Hey, so,
Why did it zoom
what do
in?
you do when you're not saving the world?
Neural programming. I mean, I did. Then my world shut down, and now I just watch a lot of shows and eat. Sorry.
Didn't understand any of that, but it was still amazing. Tell me again?
Maybe next time?
I can't
I'm
wait to
glad
talk more
you
about
are,
all these
buddy.
things we have in common. We must have a sleepover.
Feel free to invite some of your friends to the
There
stream.
must be something here. So, no luck?
Nothing. Sorry. And I've read most of these before. I can't remember coming across any of those words you mentioned. There's not much else to do here in the evenings except read. I don't really have any female friends. It gets lonely. Anyway, I've been through all the encyclopedias and travelogues, but
Nothing about the Purple Mountains or the Ula?
nothing.
You want to be friends?
I mean, the Purple Mountains sounds colloquial.
Scissor?
It may have a different name officially, but the Ular, there should be something about them. It's a magical race?
They didn't look human.
Weird, there's nothing about them. They must be very isolated, or someone's trying to hide something. Which would be weird and very hard to pull off. Forget I said that.
I'm on a deadline. I should just cut this short. I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd find something. I feel terrible. Do you want to be my friend? Oh, I already asked you that. I'm coming on too strong, aren't I? I am, I can tell. Stop it, Enu.
No, not at all.
She's back.
I'd love to be friends. And thank you for helping
I'd
me.
love for you to be more than
Much
just
good that did.
friends.
I really wish I knew who else could.
For the love of the festering demon shrimps of Jaharva, do I have to do everything in this place? I didn't spend all those years living on the streets of Marcuria, pilfering food and liberating fat purses to deal with this shite. I swear I'd be better off going back to sleeping in Abnaxus' stone tree if I can't even get a mattress that isn't flea and maggot infested. Do your bleeding jobs, people. Is that too much to ask?
Sorry about that. Disregard him. Not
Yeah.
important.
He knew,
Must be
I
something
heard
in
of
this library.
Nexus and I was like,
I'm not giving up.
wait a minute.
I'm gonna keep digging until I find something.
I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur. I don't think that'd be kosher.
Do it.
I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur. I don't think that'd be kosher.
They'll be stroking before you know it.
Blind Bob?
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed be Miss Strike Britches. You're the lass what brought me mulled wine back when I'd hit rock bottom in Marcuria. What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartillus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Except for, not those words exactly.
Post a link to it.
Oh, I left my life of beggaring behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now. I'm making a difference.
He was theoretically blind, but now he can see. What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see. To be honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind, or if it was all hypothemetaphysical. You know, just in my head, like. It was simpler being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum, particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential. I nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches. Well, pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making something of life now. Making something of myself. I'm no longer blind Bob. Call me
It's still
Bob who
his
can
dad's
see.
pants and fucking money with his last breath.
General, didn't he just mention... I just can't imagine how the blind Bob... How did you end up with the rebels?
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine. Spooked me good, that did. I figured I had two choices. Either spend the remainder of my days in the gutter, stinking of foreign spices and currants, And to be honest, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of days left. Or I could clean myself up, try to amount to something after a lifetime wasted on wine, women, and various gutters. The moment I looked up, I saw how the Azadi were running magicals out of Marcuria. I couldn't ignore it. It was disgraceful. I mean, magicals always treated me with kindness and respect. I felt I owed them. So, here I am, doing my part and paying my debts. Aside from the gambling and the bar tabs, mind you. And I feel 20 years younger to boot.
General? Are you an actual general?
Aye. See these stripes? General Bob, that's me.
Thank you, man.
I takes care of the logic sticks round here, so the place don't crumble to pieces. Shepard's busy with the strategering. Kian sorts out who to murder and how. Liko makes a fine job of being contrary. And Enu keeps everyone's spirits up. I mean, when she's not shooting Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow. Me, I make sure the ladder's stocked, the sheets are clean, relatively speaking, and that the piss pots are empty. Can't go to war on a full bladder.
How does super glue sound?
It's a long shot. Do you know someone called Abnaxus?
Abnaxus? Now there's a name I haven't heard spoken in years.
My
Where
brat,
do you
if
know
you
it
don't
from?
mind me asking,
Sorry, I just
what are you
overheard.
going to be doing?
Actually, I met Abnaxus.
Will you be back
recently.
maybe today?
Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus. Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Marcurian party circuit. We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything, past, present, and future. Years later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home, said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty smell of ancient books and foreign weeds. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
You said something about a key to Abnaxus's house?
They called it the Abode back then. Abnaxus's Abode.
Humble
Primitive
abode.
accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
And the key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
What about this house? I mean, the abode?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the center of the city green. Abnaxus
You guys
carved it
hear
out
me
of a
fine with the
petrified
game?
Tree with his
Does
own
the game
morbidly
volume
huge hands.
overpower my
A few
voice,
years
or does
ago,
my
the
voice
authorities
overpower the
turned it
game
into an
volume, or
historical
is it just
landmark.
perfect?
Of course, no one can get inside on account of the Venar magic. Not without the key, at least.
This key, can I...
Oh, sure. Heavier than it looks, ain't it? More powerful than iron. Worth its weight in precious stones, and then some. This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
It does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here.
Good,
But keep
good,
it
good.
safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care. I'd hate to betray that trust.
I promise.
I'd love to tell the world that Blind Bob is dead, that Bob Who Can See has risen in his place, and that the General will repay his debts. Except the gambling debts and the bar tabs. Those will never be repaid. I'd love to chat, lassie, but I have duties to attend to. There are piss pots that need emptying, and people...
What you reading, little blue chick? Huh? What you reading? Looks like a coat hanger on a fucking piece of paper. Is that your drawing? It looks like shit. Hey, I'm just being real with you. These other people, they're gonna lie to you. You're not an artist. You suck.
So many books. Which makes sense, given that this used to be a library. I hope Enu finds a clue in one of these books. Part of me wishes I had time to stay here and read and learn more about this strange world. So many books. Which makes sense, given that this used to be a library. Enu's really weird and very sweet, and I like her a lot. I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur.
Just kiss her.
I don't think that'd be kosher.
You can stroke it all you want.
Hey, I made progress. Blind Bob, the General, gave me the key to Abnaxus's house. I might find what I'm looking for there.
That's great! Oh, I wish I could come with you, but there's this whole furry thing I've got going on.
Yeah.
It's a big no-no in the city these days.
Oh, sorry about that. Humans can be real dicks sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Some humans, not most. You're a good human. What are these dicks you speak of?
That's not important. Thanks again for your help.
Are you leaving already? We just met, and you'll come back though, right?
I hope so.
Oh, okay. Because there's so much I want to talk about, and I'll let you go now. Thanks for talking to me, Zoe. I miss you already. Shut up now, Enu. Okay, thanks, bye!
Speak with Shepherd. If I can rat that one oxy or whatever his fucking damn name is for stealing, I'm going to do it.
You spoke with the General. Did you find what you were looking for?
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city. I may not fully understand your role, Zoe, but there's something about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads.
You ever had a beard?
Like a leaf on a
Don't you
river.
just like scratch
Bend to its will.
I'll
your
try.
fingers through it?
May your gods favor your journey. You'll be in my thoughts and dreams.
You won't be in mine. You look like a fucking ostrich, antelope, dinosaur, alien thing in the jig. Wait, she is in my dream, because this is all a fucking dream for me.
Shepard said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave immediately.
Now I need to find the city green. I wish Crow was with me. I feel less alone with that silly bird around.
You're back, and your head's still on. Did you swim?
Swim? No, boat. I boated. I mean, they dropped me off in a boat.
Impressive. So, what's the next step on our grand adventure? Tea and biscuits? A hearty nap, perhaps?
Who knows?
I need to find the city green and the home of Abnaxus.
I visit the city green every day to clean my feathers in the fountain. Follow me.
I know where it's at. I don't need to follow you. You're just gonna land and want to talk about something
I
stupid.
really wish you had wings.
So do I, Crow.
I don't need to follow. Wait a minute, his name is Kevin? Hey, what's up, sexy?
No, that makes no sense at all. I mean, that's what the bloody reaping is all about. Farmers, I must admit that I'm getting rather excited about seeing them.
How's your memory coming along? Do you remember anything about this place now?
I worked so hard to remember, but no, not much. It was winter.
True. Winter changes everything. What with the snow and the ice and all.
And the city looked different. Smaller.
It probably has grown a bit.
But no, I don't really remember anything at all.
Perfectly fine. I also remember very little, but then I am a bird with a bird brain. So what can you expect?
Why are you asking me? I'm not a bloody...
Preparing for a shindig of some kind. Any celebration that involves burning large sacks of hay is guaranteed success in my book. Pies for celebrations or human sacrifices, one of the above. It looks like they're getting ready to celebrate Reap Moon's Eve.
Aw, Seraph left.
What's going on here? Isn't that... Are they trying to chop down Abnaxus's abode? Great. That's great.
So this is it. Abode of, big ugly thing what speaks funny?
Apparently so.
And there's someone else here.
Apparently so.
Huh.
Excuse me.
Good bird.
So what now?
I don't know. Do you have any suggestions?
We kill them, bury their bodies, and then go about our lives as if nothing happened.
That's disturbing.
I know, I'm dark.
I'm really not in the mood for killing today, or any day.
Fine, then you come up with something.
Once this unholy tree's been knocked down, the electric will take me seriously. They'll see I have the power to get things done. Maybe then I can stop licking the arses of the Azadi.
I think I saw that man in town yesterday speaking to a small crowd.
It leaves a bad
What's he
taste in
doing?
my mouth, sucking up to their feminine... Ah, a member of the voting public. Honor Hilaris, Esquire, at your service, madam. But I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself to you, You've seen my face in print and in public appearances. You know me as an honourable and truthful fellow who stands with the common man. And woman. We shan't forget the common woman. Yes, yes. I'm, of course, running for Commissioner of City Watch, a position sorely and desperately in need of new blood. The Watch needs strength. It needs direction. It needs humanity. In other words, it needs me.
He appeared... Let's see if I can get him talking about himself. He sounded more than happy. It's Hilaris, right?
Oh no, Hilaris, Esquire, licensed solicitor, and your candidate for Commissioner of City Watch.
It's an unusual name.
It's unique, certainly, but it's a Northlander name with deep roots in Mercurian society. My father, the esteemed Hubert Hilaris, Esquire, served dutifully for many years on the council. He was respected, feared, and admired by all. Of course, that was before he was beguiled by that Dalmari witch. She used her wily sorcery and beastly sensuality to lure my father away from his family, away from us. I've sworn to restore our sacred heritage. The witches shall burn, humanity shall prevail, and the name Hilaris shall no longer be the butt of spiteful jests.
It looks like they're trying to destroy Abnaxus's abode. He's gunning for a political position with the City Watch. You're running for City Watch?
Indeed, the Watch is in dire need of strong male leadership in this time of dark crisis.
Male?
As you well know, the current commissioner, a person of the female persuasion, has failed to maintain order in the city in these dark, trying times. She's been soft on sorcery, magnanimous with magicals. She's indulged the occult, and she's extended an open hand to non-humans, acting in discord with our foreign benefactors. Oh, it's understandable she's weak. She's sentimental. She's merely a woman, and she's not been able to properly inspire the men of the Watch to take appropriate action against our occult immigrants. As soon as I'm elected, this will change. We will honour Azadi law and make Mercuria pure again. No more magic, no more magicals. And our women folk can once again return to home and hearth to be pampered and protected by their husbands, fathers and brothers. As it should be, yes, yes.
He appears to be an Azadi supporter. I take it you're happy with the Azadi occupation?
No, I wouldn't call it an occupation, not anymore. The Azadi came to save us from the Tyrant invaders, and they stayed to protect us against all magicals. They're our benefactors, not our oppressors. But the resistance has put us all at risk. Unless we re-establish human dominion over the Northlands, we'll be vulnerable when the Azadi eventually return to Azadir. For believe me, they will. Oh, they've promised as much. This is not their land, and this is why I run for office. To build a Mercuria by and for humans, one that can stand the test of time and stand up against occult invaders. We must invest in the future, and you can't spell future without owner Hilaris.
There's no F or T. I doubt there's a U.
It looks like they're trying to destroy. Why are you trying to knock down this tree?
Well, it's not just a tree. It's an affront to common decency and humanity. This so-called domicile was the dark and dangerous den of one of the most militant of magicals. An abominable beast that threatened our young and our women by its mere existence. Eradicating this occult stone tree from our historic green is not just my election promise to voters, but my God's-given responsibility as a human being.
Well, best of luck with everything.
Luck is the lazy man's excuse for failure. Luck is an occult idea. I create my own destiny, young madam, and so should you. Here's my advice to you. Find yourself a decent human husband and start breeding decent human babies. This is how you can best contribute to our common manifest destiny. And remember, a vote for honour is a vote for humanity. Go on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely a tree.
If it wasn't for Honor's goons, I would thump that reactionary misogynist on the head. No court would convict me. It would be justified homicide. I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick.
I mean, aside
I'm
from
not saying he's
murdering,
useless.
but you seem to be so against that all of a sudden.
Crow, could you fly over there for me?
Why?
Just trust me.
Why?
Jesus, please, Crow.
Fine. Pardon me for wanting to play a role in my own destiny. I'll do it.
The talking bird. Filthy magic. Damnation, where did it go? What kind of shoddy job are the Azadi doing when there are still talking birds flapping about? They should God's damn talking bird. Magical aberration. Forget me hands on the filthy feathered thing. I'll twist its scrawny little... language. What can I do for you, young madam?
About that talking bird that's bothering you.
Yes, what about it?
I just saw it.
Where? Go look for that goddamn bird over there.
Again? Seriously? Ugh. Fine.
Still, you filthy little fowl. Soft-headed fool. We'll need to carry him home to have someone look at his head. The tree can wait until tomorrow. You do the carrying. I'd do it myself, but someone needs to lead the way and keep an eye out for potholes.
Lazy.
That was brilliant! First, I did my thing, and then that goofball tried to hit me with a rock, and then stuff happened, and Dung for Brains got knocked out, and then they all left. End scene. It was almost like one of those puppet shows that Wizard puts on in the square. It was hilarious!
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's the most fun I've had since... I don't know. I guess since I hung out with April all those years ago.
Locked, but I have the key.
Ah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Someone's here. Who's... Oh, God.
I must apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Zoe Castillo. You're the last person I expected to find here.
Brian, right?
Right. Brian. Brian Westhouse. We spent a few days in cramped quarters on a small airship. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember me.
It's been a confusing year. For a while, I remembered nothing. Even when I tried my best to remember, I couldn't. Well, not until now.
I know that feeling all too well, Miss Castillo. So you're back in Mercuria, and in this place of all places. How in the name of the balance did you get inside? People have been trying for years, but this house has strong wards. Venar magic, the oldest there is. And now I understand why. It's a treasure trove. Wait, is that the Annals of Dreaming? Good God, that's a lost treasure. Only 5 were ever made.
Why be secretive? I guess it helped to have a key. I actually didn't know it was supposed to be so difficult to get in.
So there was a key all this time. The door wasn't locked with a spell. I was right. Where did you...
An acquaintance. Pure luck, I guess.
So what are you looking for here? The ambassador disappeared more than 10 years ago, as I'm sure you know.
I should trust... I'm trying to find out where Abnaxus went after he left Mercuria.
And you believe the answer's in here somewhere. You're probably right. Looks like I picked the perfect day for a stroll in the green. I was wondering why that odorous Hilarious fellow wasn't still trying to chop this tree down. Now I know. Let's see if we find anything interesting, shall we?
Abnaxus must have been a big believer in crystals. Or maybe this is how people like... Since this place is so much bigger on the inside than the outside, I thought maybe it existed in a pocket dimension of sorts. But so, if this place is bigger on the inside than the outside, is that an actual door? Or a portal into a pocket dimension? In which case, what happens if the door fails? What if this window is also a portal, and right now I'm looking across dimensions, or across space and time, or... God, no, just a window. I'm sure it's just a normal window.
This is fascinating.
Those are some portentous-looking books. I wish I could read them.
All those years, and it was right here under my nose.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one. What does this mean? I was right. I was wrong about that part. But at least now I know.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
This looks interesting.
The first dreamer references in the annals of dreaming. That's this book right here. And the chapter about the first dream, it's certainly a starting point. Let's see what it says.
Can you read that book?
I've lived in Arcadia for decades, and there hasn't been much to do aside from studying ancient texts, so yes, I can read this book. Let's see, the chapter in question speaks of the Ular. They are said to be wardens of the Dreaming One, whatever that means. It's a rough translation. The English language isn't quite up to the task. The Ular and the Yete, one people that split into two. That sounds familiar. It says here the Yete left the Purple Mountains to go south to burrow into the ground. Something about a well of dreams. I mean, I don't know how much of this is true and how much is fantasy or prophecy. It's a difficult book to decipher. There's Also, something about two dreamers becoming one? It's vague. This is almost certainly a prophecy of some sort. The Ular live on Cloud Peak. It's in the mountains of Yedra. Where's that on the map? Ah, there it is. Straight north across the plains, right in the middle of the border mountains. This is an old book, so I don't know if they still live there. I've never heard of the Ular. They might all be dead. I'm not sure how useful this is to you, but there it is.
I'm sure Abnaxus won't mind me borrowing this. I'll return it to him in person, if I make it to Cloud Peak. That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages.
I knew it! I knew it!
This note fell out from the pages of the annals. What's a soulless stone?
I'm not sure. The Soul Stone was taken from Luke's by the warlock Clax. It must be retrieved, or the past, present, and future will cease to be.
That sounds ominous.
It does indeed. I don't know about any Soul Stone, but I'm guessing this Clax fellow does. I wonder if Abnaxus means old Roper Clax. April told me his story. He was a two-bit wizard who resided in a floating castle up north near the border mountains. April said she taught him a lesson. She didn't get into any details, but he lost his castle. Last I heard, he's doing children's theater here in town. Reformed, apparently, if that's a thing a wizard is capable of. Sounds like this Soul Stone is important.
How do I go about finding it?
The clue's right here in the text. Roper Clax, wizard and puppeteer. I'd start there if I were you.
I think I have what I need. I should get going. Should we...
Would you mind terribly if I stayed here to read these books?
Well, it's private property, isn't it?
Abnaxus isn't coming back, and I've been itching for a chance to peruse his library for years now. I promise I won't remove anything or make a mess.
He might have the best of intentions, but I made a promise to blind Bob. I'm sorry, I don't think I can let you stay in here.
I'm not sure I need your permission.
I...
Only joking. I understand. I'll take my leave now, Miss Castillo. I certainly hope we'll see each other again soon.
I think I pissed him off. What do you guys think?
Didn't you say something about a wizard and a puppet show?
No.
No, you did. You said something about a show in the square.
I did not.
Crow.
Oh, right! Roper Clax's Fingerlings! Man, that show's great. A modern classic.
Clax. He's the wizard April Ryan fought.
That's right. He was behaving badly, so she fought him and trapped him inside some sort of calculating machine. Pretty clever stuff.
Where can I find this puppet show?
I'll show you.
Well, that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of CreamTV. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like, comment, follow, and subscribe. If you want to see more awesome CreamTV content, stay up to date with me on my social medias. Right over here, we got twitch.tv/MR_CR3AM. We also have Twitter at Lord_Cream_CTVG. And we also have youtube.com/CreamTV Gaming. And I also do many giveaways. So stay up to date with me on those places, and you might just win yourself a game. And I do plenty of Gleam giveaways as well, along with random stream giveaways every day on stream. And I also do a Stream Elements giveaway that lasts usually a week, sometimes 2 weeks, depending on the title. Now, if you want to show further support for the Creampire, like I said, stay up to date with all that. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can always donate. And my PayPal link is right up here. My original PayPal is no longer in service or whatever. We won't get into that. We'll just get into that one. And you can also donate at Streamlabs, which is right here too. And the cool thing about Streamlabs, there's mini games, polls for votes, all sorts of cool crap that, they even have their own Streamlabs. There's a bunch of cool things with them, so you should check them out. And also, if you want, I've set up a Stream Elements account to donate, which is also up top. Stream Elements is sort of the same thing, a little bit different. They're working on their own version of OBS as well, so you should definitely check them out as well. And also, last but not least, I've also set up a Patreon account, which is also going to be at the top of there. And, I set that up not too long ago. Not really, I don't really know much about Patreon, but I know people support you on there. So if you want to support me, the link is up top. As always, pardon the interruptions. Stay happy, healthy, safe, out of trouble, and most importantly, stay creamy and tune in for the next awesome, godlike creamy goodness and great giveaways. Thank you.